Go for it.
Calliya, tell us about your Achilles symptoms.
Okay, well, when I wake up in the morning and take that first step, I get this kind of sharpness in my Achilles, and I've known it's a problem, but I've been avoiding it. And I think it's when I do too much walking or like really overuse it, like Disney World really fucks it.
So
Fucks it up.
when somebody has pain first thing in the morning or symptoms first thing in the morning, it's generally not going to be due to adhesion because those symptoms build with use. So if it's first thing in the morning, it's degenerative. And if we're looking at the Achilles, instead of having tendinitis, you can actually get this tendinosis, which is like the tendon degenerates a little bit because it's chronically loaded. And it gets a little thicker. Like this is a little thicker.
Yeah.
And I should be able to pinch through here, and it should be nice and thin, and she shouldn't be wincing. But
At the top,
it's much thicker up there. So we need to basically go, and then it gets a little thicker or lower over
I
here.
think it's worse on one side.
And we need to load the tendon, so she's going to get on her toes. And then we can use shockwave to help treat that tendinosis.
You got it.
Ooh, I feel it in my head.
That's way up there, Calliya.
I feel like a midget. It's like not like a really like a little doll is kicking me with their sharp legs. Oh my goodness, this is weird. My bones.
So there's one leg.
My bones are gone.
So what this is doing is we're knocking off some of the, when you have tendinosis, instead of having like these, as I call them, like dry spaghetti fibers, right? Where they're all one line going in one direction, you start getting this wet spaghetti where the fibers run every which direction. So when you try to load them, they don't stretch, and that's gonna cause that symptom. So we are treating those, and as we treat those, she'll need to do an exercise to remind her body to regrow these tendon fibers in the right direction. And we have her on her tippy toes because we need to load these Achilles maximally because that's going to make the treatment more effective, which is why she's on her toes, and we can even have her hold a weight. As you can tell, this is a particularly sensitive spot.
Oh, this is so weird. Like I have powers. It's going through my bones.
It's in the bone.
Okay.
Yay.
Oh my gosh.
So now what we're going to recommend her to do is basically a lift-off exercise. So she's going to go up both, and then she's going to pick a foot up, and then she's going to slowly go down with one. So you're going to try to go a little slower than that. Up with, there you go, up with two, down with one. We don't want to load the shortening phase, only the lengthening phase. And that's where your body is reminded that, hey, we need to regrow a tendon in this plane. So that is how we would treat tendinosis of the Achilles.